Environment Canada is telling me that there's a tornado on the ground somewhere in my cellular coverage area, so it's kind of looking crappy to the south. Canopy Camper's been installed, gap seals all been fitted. A little bit more work to do there, but for the most part it's fully installed. I've got the solar panels installed, the water tank is in. I haven't done any of the wiring or plumbing on it yet. Kind of ran out of time with that, and I'm also we're in the middle of Montana right now, making my way north to Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where the truck is going to get dropped off at Fart Systems for a custom storage system for the rear of the truck. Come across those folks, seeing a fair amount of work that they've done on Sprinter vans, pickup trucks, rear seat deletes, and custom kitchen systems for pickup boxes. They do really good work, totally customizable. I'm super excited to get these guys started on it. After that, truck gets delivered over to Crave Automotive to get some work done on the front suspension. And I'm putting a fairly heavy leaf pack in the rear with Elka suspension and new bump stops, anticipating the extra weight that the Canopy Camper was going to put on. Generally around 750 to 900 pounds. I'll kind of figure that out once I get everything on, but there's quite a bit of rake with the front end sitting a little, actually quite a bit lower. So they're going to raise it up, do a wheel alignment, and we should be good to go. Pick it up, bring it back down the US where I can start wiring it and plumbing it and finish installing the rest of the stuff, which I'll show as it progresses. Again, I'll put the link for both Crave Automotive and Fart Systems in the comments below. As well, hit the like and subscribe button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. And if you got any questions or any comments, fire them into the comment section. I'll do my best to get back to them. So, yeah, onward we go. I'm about 10 miles from the Canadian border and 7 or 8 hours more to drive to get to Calgary.
Well, away we go. We're getting rolling here, cut number 1. We're just getting this thing rolling here. We're on the Tacoma with the AluCab. Rock and roll.
Environment Canada is telling me that there's a tornado on the ground somewhere in my cellular coverage area, so it's kind of looking crappy to the south. Well, I'm not. I just got this thing out of the shop. I don't need to run through a hailstorm. So I'll keep an eye on it. Anyway, I'm actually in southern Saskatchewan right now. Just picked the truck up from Crave Automotive in Calgary. They finished the refinements and touching up the suspension. A little bit of a story to tell there, but I'll get to that later. Before that, I was at the folks at Fart Systems getting the interior build-up done. I'll show a walkthrough that Alan and Joanne did. It's really, really cool. Did a really good job on it, so I'm pretty excited to show that off. Also do, after everything else is bolted onto the canopy and the truck's pretty much ready to go, I'll do a walk around for y'all too, see what the finished product is. So, like I said before, I'll put the link for Fart Systems down in the comments below, and Crave Automotive as well too, so go check them out, give them a visit. And anyway, hope you enjoy it, and in the meantime, I hope I don't get sucked up. It's looking pretty nasty off to the south of me, so anyway, cheers. Canopy Camper is 95% complete. A couple minor little things to get done on it. Need to install the gutter for the shadow awning at the back door. I wanted to do it last week, but I broke one of the handles on my riveting gun. So, having said that, I'm going to make a couple suggestions when I do the walkthrough on the camper. But if you're going to do an AluCab install yourself, I highly recommend you invest the money in a cordless riveting tool or riveting gun. Definitely worth their weight in gold, especially when you get to the stainless steel rivets. Those suckers really hard, and ultimately that's why I broke a couple of my riveting tools. So, and second one too, that was really good investment, is a right angle cordless drill. Solar system is 100% complete. It's DC right now only. I don't have shore power and I don't have a dual battery setup. I had it out in Wyoming and Montana last weekend for about 6 or 8 days. I found that my battery didn't get below 75 or 80% at all. Had a couple of cloudy days, so I don't have a big load on it anyway. I've got a 63 quart ARB Elements cooler, or electric fridge, and the lights, and charged the camera batteries and stuff like that, and I didn't really seem to have a problem. So I really don't think I'm gonna need it. Maybe a little bit later on in the future, when I start traveling out and spending more and more time in it, I may find I need that dual battery setup, but for now I'm quite happy with it. Water system is about 95% done. With the water tank, it's a 13-gallon water tank that mounts up in the bulkhead, you'll see here shortly, but also comes with an external tap. I installed the tap, but the hose it comes with is really flimsy, and I got some concerns about it rubbing and chafing. It's not very thick, and so I bought some 1/2-inch inside diameter nylon hose with kind of like a webbing, and it is potable water approved, I guess you could say. I just need some more of it. Also need to get some of the storage boxes out of the back. And that kind of ties into another winter project. I bought the mosquito nets for the rear door and the 2 side windows. I need to pull storage boxes out to install those as well too, because they basically Velcro strips up to the door and the window frames. They can't do that with the boxes, and so some of that stuff will get done in the winter. But all in all, 100% bolted up so I can enjoy it. One other thing I need to do is I've got a print suit rack for the roof of the truck. The AluCab overhang doesn't leave a lot of clearance between the roof rack and the cab, or the canopy itself. You get into like a frame flex situation or off-roading, it's without a doubt going to touch and it'll damage that roof rack and quite possibly do some body damage to the roof of the truck. So I got to take it to a shop that's got a laser cutter, going to modify a little bit, so that'll come a little bit later. It might be, you know, in a couple weeks, or it might be in the fall. But otherwise, I'm in kind of northeastern Montana right now, heading out. I'm going to try to do a little bit of light off-roading. I'm by myself this weekend. I had friends couldn't join me, so but I do want to get it off-road, see how the truck handles, see if I need to make any more modifications before I head out on any big trip. So far it's pretty tight. Wyoming and Montana last week, did a lot of gravel roads, a couple fire roads. Didn't seem to have any problems, but today I'm fully loaded. And I'm going to try to find a free scale here somewhere and just see what the weight is, but just kind of adding up all the components and my camping gear and, you know, food and whatnot, and a full water tank, which is 13 gallons. I'm going to be sitting in at about 925 to 975 pounds. So it's noticeable. It rocks a little bit, but I really want to get it out and, you know, go through some sand washes and coulees and do some climbs and drops and just see how the truck handles and performs, and before I give it the gold stamp of approval. So as well, at the end of this video, I'm going to attach some video clips from Al and Joanne from Fart Systems. They do a really thorough walkthrough of the interior build that they did for this thing. It's an awesome build, really functional. But they talk about the materials, kind of the scope and the design and their approach to building it, why they, you know, put things where they did. So I'll attach that on the end. It's really cool. Also put the link to their website and their socials in the comments below, so check them out. They're super cool people. Reach out to them on Instagram and ping them if you got any questions, or if you're interested in a build. You know, not even for an AluCab, they do, you know, tons of other work on like Sprinter vans, campers, you know, pickup kitchen systems, that sort of stuff. This unit here was the first one that they built. Since then they've got 2 other builds kind of in the works, so hoping to see a little bit more coverage on those as well too. You're really curious to see the advancements, but anyway, check them out. Really good people. Anyway, enjoy the walkthrough. On my way to a place called Crystal Lake. It's up in the Snowy Mountains, kind of in north central Montana. Weather's great. It's about 82 degrees, supposed to get up to 92. Going to do some fly fishing and just get everything set up for a couple days. Stay put, and maybe Saturday afternoon or Sunday take it out and get some rocks under the tires and see how it goes. So anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Click the links below. Hit like and subscribe. And if you got any questions, go ahead and throw them in the bottom, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Well, I made it in the Helena Lewis and Clark National Forest in the hell these mountains called. Should probably go check that out. I'll be right back. I looked at the map, and it's the Helena Lewis and Clark National Forest, and it is in the Little Belt Mountains. So pretty cool spot. Anyway, do a little quick walkthrough through this thing. The outside is pretty much standard. I know you've all seen the AluCab walkthroughs before, so this one's got a shower cube on it. Got the Expedition Essentials max track holder on. This is a 4-stacker. You can get a 2-stack. One of the problems with this one is I'm gonna have to replace the gas struts on it. They're not quite heavy enough to lift or to keep the door open, so that'll be an probably a winter project. And then of course the good old trasheroo. 270-degree shadow awning on it. You can do some digging on YouTube. There's tons of videos of them, but pretty cool. The one thing I haven't installed yet, though, as I mentioned earlier, is the gap seal in between here. I'll probably catch that here in the next week or so. Like I said, I broke my rivet gun, so I got to get a new one. And then that's pretty much it for the exterior. And on the interior, missing one molly panel. I screwed up and I used the wrong drill bit to drill the threaded rivet holes out. It's a long story, but my mistake. So waiting for some stuff to show up from Amazon. Got the GP factor rear table. It's pretty neat. It's got a bamboo cutting board that slides out. Use it a ton. Doesn't really get in the way. And a pretty quick and easy install. It was these stainless steel rivets I kept breaking rivet guns on. So again, like I said earlier, make sure, or if you do one of these installs on your own, get yourself a rechargeable cordless rivet machine. And got the 2 molly panels on the back. Got the Rotopacks on this side, and on this side here I got a fire extinguisher. Problem with the rear spare tire carrier, it does come back, but it also adds a little bit of protection, so it's actually not hitting the body. So give me enough room to put the fire extinguisher on it, and yeah, a little bit of a, well, it's quite an expensive molly panel, but it does actually serve a purpose. Keeps that tire from hitting it. And again, the spare tire carrier that bolts on the back door was from AluCab as well. And then stepping inside, there's a ton of stuff in here, but probably first off, and like I said earlier, I'll show the video at the end of it. Al and Joanne do a walkthrough and talk about how they build the compartment system. But over on this side here, just a quick release. Tons of storage in there. I got pretty much everything I need for, you know, utensils and cookware. I don't know how many cubic feet it is, but plenty of room for, you know, myself and someone else. And on this side here, another pop out. I keep my battery system. Plenty of room in here as well too, and I'm not sure how well we can see inside, but it's a 75 watt by 15 amp Victron solar charger with a 100 amp hour Renogy lithium ion battery. Pretty expensive, but so far I'm pretty happy with the life on it. As mentioned earlier, in between 6 maybe 7 days. It's LED lights in this ARB cooler running off it, and I never saw it get below 75%. So I don't know if I'm going to need to upgrade that or put a dual battery system in, or even shore power. But if I do, there's tons of room. I can probably put an inverter up here, and then yeah, call it done. Over on this side here, I've got this is the GP factor breaker panels. Pretty simple, just 4 circuits on it, 15 amps each. Cigarette lighter, charger, and 2 USB charger ports. Controls all the lights inside and the charging ports upstairs and downstairs. Over on this side here, you probably noticed I've got a Blue Sea. It's kind of an integrated bus bar with a fuse panel. I use that for the shower pump and the ARB fridge. And that ARB fridge is a 63 quart Elements. Hardly pulls any load really. I'll give a little bit of time and see what, maybe get a little bit more detail on it. I'll post it below too after I get a little bit of time. And then on the back, 13-gallon water tank. So far seems to be plenty of water for, you know, 1 to 2 people. I've had a couple showers on it, and I'm kind of estimating based on the level of the tank. I'm getting about 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons per shower, so I also use that for cooking and doing dishes and stuff like that. And over on this side here, I picked up this off of, I don't know if I got it from Amazon or I think I got it right directly from Legume, but it's basically, it's a kind of a simple RV do-it-yourself kitchen table. Tons of options, move it around. I can tear it down really quickly, stows away really easily. And I was kind of skeptical whether or not I'd use it. And actually I've been stuck in rain last night and I actually used it quite a bit. Now it's stepping inside. And back here, there's another storage compartment. And gotta keep food and, you know, dry goods and some cleaning supplies in there. Tons of room there as well too. And up here I've got, and I'll take these down a little bit later and I'll put them on just so you can see what they look like. But I've got 2 panels and they go down on the bottom here, so if you got somebody who's small, they can fit, I don't know, maybe a kid, maybe a small adult can sleep down here easily. Another thing I'm doing, I'm taking this back to the guys at Fart. They're going to take and modify this tabletop, cut it down a little bit, and we're going to stick it right here on the back, so pretty much have a full panel all the way to the back door. And then up here, pretty much says it all. A little bit of storage, enough room for 2 people. Mat's 3 inches thick, fairly comfortable, and yeah, so far I like it. Tried sticking a 1-inch self-inflating foam pad underneath just to add a little bit more comfort. It was too much clearance, so I wasn't able to get the lid down or the top of the canopy down, so I don't think I'm really going to need it. I just was trying to see if they'd fit. I had them in my rooftop tent, and I got to remind myself I'm not at home. I don't need to have memory cushion mattress. So anyway, that's upstairs pretty much. You've seen all the videos. I'm sure you've been checking out AluCab, and great. I like it. Another really nice feature that the folks at Fart Systems put in was this these cushions. There's 3 of them, one in the smaller compartment, one in the big one here, 2.5-inch foam. I don't know how they did it, but they tracked down the same material that AluCab uses on the insulated panel on the ceiling. Blends in really nicely and looks great. One over on this side as well too, so 2 people can sit in here comfortably, and having that extra cushioning makes it that much more appealing. So, but that kind of concludes the walkthrough. Like I said before, if you got any questions, post them below and I'll do my best to get back to you. I'll also post a couple links to a few of the vendors that I use, as well as the Fart Systems folks. And yeah, happy wheeling everybody, and thanks for checking it out. Hi, it's me again. I forgot to give you some tips. In addition to the 20 volt or whatever they come in, I believe they're 20 volt cordless riveter and the right angle drill, when you put one of these on, they do recommend using Sikaflex. So in any case that they say to use a tube of Sikaflex, use 2 tubes of Sikaflex. There's a lot of joints, a lot of mating surfaces on this unit, and anywhere there's an interface to the outside atmosphere and the inside atmosphere, use plenty of Sikaflex. Get yourself maybe 1 liter or 2 liters of isopropyl alcohol, mix it with water, cleans the stuff up really good. But like the door frame, the bulkhead mount, anywhere you're putting a rivet that's interface to the outside, put lots of Sikaflex on it. And then when you think you got enough Sikaflex on it, put some more on it. I've been pretty fortunate so far. I haven't got too many leaks. Had a pretty good rain storm coming on my way here. I did get a little bit of water in from the bulkhead, so I'm gonna have to use some ingenuity to get to the bulkhead. because once this thing's on, it's not coming off very easily. So I think I could probably get to it from the back or from the rear view sliding or the rear sliding window in the back of the pickup. I did Sikaflex the hell of all those rivets, but obviously there's still a little bit of a leak. And as well too, before you even put the Canopy Camper on the pickup, on the box at the basically at the front of the box, there's 2 slots. I'll show a little video clip of what I'm talking about, but it's kind of a flaw that Toyota has. Leaks like a sieve. Put tons of Sikaflex in there, and when you think you got enough Sikaflex on it, put some more on it. You won't be able to see it once the canopy's on. So and that's pretty much it. Lots of Sikaflex. Buy about 6 tubes of it, maybe even 8 tubes, and you're probably going to use it all. So those are my words of wisdom. Have fun, watch your fingers, wear gloves, and enjoy.
Systems, Joanne on the camera. We're just wrapping up this build. This is a Gen 3 Tacoma with the AluCab Canopy on it. So this is the first one that we've done like this, so it's a bit of an engineering challenge for us, but we managed to get it done. The only thing left for us to do now is we have about 25 feet of 1 inch and 1/2 inch conduit to run for the electrical. So we'll do a quick walkthrough here on the outside of it. So this is the power cabinet. This will house a 100 amp hour Renogy lithium battery, plus the DC to DC charger and a 2000 watt inverter. Still have to do a little bit of ventilation on it that we will do, but that'll be cut in tomorrow. This side is our kitchen box. So again, just a compression latch and a lift off lid. This actually has the camp stove, the griddle, pots and pans, cutlery, coffee maker, everything all inside. So once the customer has installed his door table, that's going the AluCab door table, everything will be easily accessible here for him to get to. So if we'll do a quick tour here. These seat cushions, we made these as well. So these are completely removable. And the nice thing is they actually match the interior fabric on the ceiling of the AluCab. If you can see it way up there, it's the black quilted fabric. So Joanne made these to match. And again, it has the high resiliency water carpet on the, what's it called? The water resistant carpet. There we go. How's that? So again, this is so it's a 2-section floor. It's all bolted down through the box bed of the truck, so it's extremely sturdy. The ARB Elements fridge fits in there perfectly, and that's one thing that the customer wanted to make sure that they could do is easily reach in for a beer without getting inside the truck. So that's one thing we've made sure of here, is the fridge is easily accessible right here, so you can reach in, grab your beer. Oh, look what I found. So that's how this all lays out here. Now I'm going to do a quick thing on the other side here. This is actually the mechanical box here. The mechanical and power on the passenger side, help offset the weight of the fuel tank. What we do here is we've made this a swing away lid. There will be a shower cube on the side of the truck here. So the customer wanted to be able to have his water pump in this cabinet. So it's a slide away lid. You can see he'll just be able to pull his shower head out of here, have a shower, put it away, and close it all up just like so. It's a quick and easy access system that we designed for this. I'm gonna have a sip of my beer, sorry. Not a bad beer. Shout out to Brewster's for the Hammerhead Red Ale. Anyways, so this is like I say, this is the mechanical power and battery. If you stay there, we'll just look over here. Again, this is the cooking, and this cabinet right here actually has a lid on it as well, and this is a storage cabinet more than anything else. So it's about 12 inches deep, roughly, somewhere in there. And actually what this actually is for dry goods. If you want your canned food or whatever, your ration packs, etc. You can keep whatever you like in here. So there's already, actually, the AluCab guys did a good job on already making a lot of storage pockets and things here. So you can see this 13-gallon water tank that's on board, and then the all the storage pouches in here. They did a nice job. So yeah, no, we're super stoked with this build. This one's actually, this truck came up to us from North Dakota, so it wasn't a local build at all. Oh, one thing we should add too. So we're doing all the electrical in here as far as running some of the conduit. So what we've done is we've actually installed pull strings for all the wire conduits that we've run under the floor of this build. So we've actually channeled in areas for 12 gauge, 14 gauge wire to go under side to side, so it won't have to be exposed anywhere. And again, just pull strings that go from one side to the other. So that's our AluCab build. We're pretty happy with it. It's nice too, actually, if you get in with the cushions and things. Take my shoes off since it's not my truck. It's nice too. The bench height is just perfect. So for sitting on, you can actually seat 3 people in here quite comfortably. We're going to build platforms that go across the top of this as well. They'll store up in here when not in use, but when they are in use, they're just going to go right down here on the base. Across here, there'll be support mechanisms built in, so it'll give you another area to have things sitting here if it's just yourself. So anyways, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching.